It's Travel Michigan. I'm Dave Lorenz, along with George Zimmerman, and we're back for another week of scintillating conversation.
Let's hope.
Yeah, it always is.
You're such an optimist.
It is for me.
It is for you. Well, I'm glad.
Where are we headed to?
We're heading up to St. Ignace. They have, you may have heard of this. They have a big car event there every year about this time, late in June. And we often talk to Ed Reevy, the director of the St. Ignace Car Show, and we're going to do that right now because it is, in a state that loves car events and has many, this is one of the best. And Ed, so what's up for this year with the St. Ignace Car Show?
Every year, like in previous months, January last, I wonder how I'm going to top that show.
Yep.
And this year I have drawn blanks, and after 38 years, I thought it was time to park the bus. But then all of a sudden, I kind of got a vision from some drag race guys I know, like Al Berger. He's got some of the first Riddler winner, and he's going to bring more aggravation in the Motown Shaker Vega. And we're going to fire these babies up on Main Street, a little crackle fest. They don't know what to do with me in this town, man.
You better watch out.
And
they may kick you out.
The Ram Chargers coming in with their funny car, the Demon.
Okay.
And then we've got the recreation of the famous High and Mighty, that 50 Plymouth with the wild header system.
Okay.
And that's one of my favorite cars, so that's going to be here as well. So that's my main theme this year.
Is dragsters.
Plus all the other stuff.
Plus all, yeah. So now, how many cars do you expect this year?
Every year it's a crapshoot. Now the gas is bumping $4 a gallon. Who knows?
Yep.
But even in bad times, we would get 700, 800, 900 cars.
Wow.
But there's a car show every weekend, every night somewhere.
Right.
It's unbelievable. Everybody's doing it. They're cruise nights, and now it's cruise weeks.
Well, yeah, and especially in this part of the country, and especially in Michigan. I mean, we are the car people, and it's what we do. So
that's right. Yeah.
So that's great. Well, I like the drag race theme, and that's new for you, right?
Something different. Yeah, we've not done that, and I've always been that kind of a fan of drag racing, and a lot of people in this part of the world never seen these cars.
Right.
No idea what they are.
You mentioned the Chevy Vega drag car. Probably the only good use of a Chevy Vega, as I recall.
Could be. They weren't too popular.
No, they weren't.
I drove a Vega.
And a Pinto. I know.
I know two Pintos.
I know. I'm just saying. So
we'll have a wild version of a Vega here.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but those Vega drag cars were amazing.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Great fun.
So for folks who haven't been up there for this event, for your event, so talk about what happens over the 3-day period.
Now Thursday night preceding is a Kuwait and Casino Kuwait and Casino cruise night, I should say, and that is about an 18-mile cruise. Leaves from the casino, loops around through St. Ignace, back out north 75, and then back to the casino. Gene Winfield is our guest of honor this year, a legendary customizer from California. He will do a meet and greet at the casino on Thursday, as well as they'll have their own little car show when all the cruisers come back.
And Ed, I have to warn everybody who might be driving in St. Ignace that it's really easy to accidentally get in the parade. So just be careful.
It's tough to get out, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is tough to get out. It really is. You can get
You're
in it
speaking
easily.
from some experience?
I am.
I was never be turned.
I was just trying to get to the ferry dock, but it was fun waving at all those people.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
The new float.
All right, so that's the first day. That's
okay.
Thursday.
And then the cruise night, we talked about that. The Down Memory Lane Parade follows that on Friday night. Early evening, and that runs an hour and a half to 2 hours, again, depending on the entries and the weather.
Sure.
And that's been a real popular, and that's been going on for 32 years.
Wow.
And the car show's in 38th year. That's a long time.
It is a long time.
And every one of them was, I said, okay, this is it. And that was 36 years ago. I still do.
Still doing it, yeah.
I guess didn't get too smart. Anyway, it's fun. The car show and swap meet run, of course, Friday and Saturday. The car show exhibit is Saturday only.
Okay.
The Friday night opens up for the vendors. A lot of 200 to 300 vendors. So that's taken off now. So we've got a big program.
Where do you park all these cars, for the actual shows themselves?
Right on Main Street.
Right on the main street.
Yeah, we block. Yeah, MDOT looks at me and they say, "What do you want now?" I said, "I want all your Main Street for 2 days."
Wow.
Oh, my God. He said, "Okay, we'll give it to you." So they block everything off.
Well, what a cool environment to kind of walk and check out the cars. Do they have, their hoods up so you can see the engines?
Oh, yeah. And they'll put them down if you want to take a picture.
Right.
It's an ego trip for everybody. That's what these things are.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Well, that's true. So now you mentioned Gene Winfield coming in. the custom car thing, the whole West Coast custom car thing has just gone kind of crazy.
Again,
yeah. Kind of like the old days.
Yep.
And that's very cool too.
And I've been a fan of Gene Winfield's for years. I've met him through the years, but I said this is the time. He's going on 85 years old. He doesn't look it, he doesn't act it, but there's hope for us.
So, will you? Yeah, would you consider that kind of his cars kind of like celebrity cars then? Celebrity autos.
And there'll be 2 of his cars on display here. The Pacifica, which is a revamped Ford Econoline pickup, and a Chrysler, what's the fade painted he's so famous for. It's kind of like sherbet. Orange and white fade. That's a Chrysler 69, I think, 68. So that's going to be here so people can actually see what he does and meet him and get an autograph and a picture and whatever.
That'll be great.
Well, of course, these things really have become so very popular. You've done such a great job, Ed, and the 38th annual St. Ignace Car Show weekend's coming up right around the corner. Going to be there June 27th through the 29th, and it really is a great deal of fun, so you should consider heading over there if you'd like more information. Easy to get all that information in advance. Just go to the website and maybe even send Ed a note if you have any questions. But go to nostalgia-prod.com. That's nostalgia-prod.com for more information. Learn all about that 38th annual St. Ignace Car Show coming up very soon. Thank you, Ed. And next, we're going to find out about another car show, and this one actually in combination with classic boats as well. Fun combo there in the Petoskey area. That's coming up next right here on Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at Michigan.org.